Okay. What's up, guys? We're starting another attempt because the last one got absolutely demolished. Um, I forgot to turn on my background music because I quite frankly do not want to listen to, as good as the songs are, I do not want to listen to Pokemon Emerald for the next 10,000 hours of my life. And we're back. Maybe this time we won't lose Charmander immediately. The time is 5:38. I don't know if that actually matters here. For like anything at all. Oh my god. I'm also slightly sick. So that's fun. Hopefully that goes away soon. I will still be picking Chimchar. Gonna just make sure that my music isn't absolutely blaringly loud. A name. He was named King Louis before. I'll name him Louis II because King Louis II doesn't fit. Sick. Oh. Okay. Put that on you. Level you up until level 12. Early Mach Punch. Oh shit. Does that void my run? That's okay. I don't actually know what the rules are on that. I just completely forgot to turn on the repellent there. I don't know if that would actually like technically disqualify that in any way, shape, or form, but quite frankly, I am not going to risk it. Because it's 5 minutes of my time. Dude, I feel like one of the worst things you can do in an RPG is design a doorway like this, where the direction to enter the doorway is the same both in and out of it. So if I'm holding up, I end up immediately walking back. Like, personally, if I was making it, I would avoid that at all costs, just because it bothers me. Yes. Okay, this one is actually Louis II. The other one was a stand-in. This time I'm actually gonna turn on the repellent. Very cool. What is his ability? Or not ability, nature. Probably, I would say probably meaningless, but this will probably actually randomly get me killed. He does have good speed IVs, but that's it. I mean, I guess HP and was it HP and special defense? I'd say it's better than nothing, but I don't know. Maybe I would want those in literally anything else. That's not where I'm supposed to be going. Give me my free potions. Thank you. Give me the super rod. Thank you. Get out of my way. Cool. All the way back. Did I just get a bunch of Pokeballs? Is that... Yes. Now I have a run button. And now, we find our first man. I actually have to disable the repellent first. And now we find our first man. That's... Ooh, that's really not good. Tailcatty is not a good Pokemon. Like, at all. I mean, having Fake Out is nice. Are they all normalize? Or is it normalize and then it can be something else, like Cute Charm? What the hell do I name him? He can be Victor. Actually, wait. He can be... Oh, wait, whoops. He can be Victor. Victor. I think my music is probably still too loud. That's okay. He is Victor. He's Victor. In quotes. Can you believe it, guys? I want one Premier Ball to catch the legend in. I don't know who the legend is yet, but it's whoever goes in that damn Premier Ball. You have a... Okay, you do have Normalize. You have a Moonstone. That's probably going to be your most valuable contribution to this entire run. But it isn't nothing. So that's actually pretty nice. I learned to sing and wake up slap on the same level. It's just better than is wake up slap is 70 power? Is that changed in this game? Or is it just always 70 power? I guess smelling salts is 70 power, isn't it? I always thought it was like... I guess what else would it be, yeah. It's just higher than I was expecting. A Sizzlipede is not great also. We can certainly do better, but... well, I was gonna say a fire type is nice. But quite frankly, I already have a nice fire type. That's why I picked the starter. Why is he floating so high up in his sprite right there? You see that? Why is bro up like that? What's a funny bug? There are a lot of funny bugs. But what's one that I can name him after? Actually, there is no need to name him after a funny bug. He can just be Shongle. That's his name. Welcome, Shongle. I don't know why I'm enabling the repellent when I'm not just immediately gonna go walk into another, more grass. Ramp and Bug Bite. Bug Bite might actually come into handy a lot. I forgot you could fish in this little pool right here. So we will be doing that as well. Oh, a bite. A Pokemon's on the hook. Who will it be, guys? It's Surskit. That's who it was last time. Cool. His name can be Horace. quick attack, bubble beam is... I haven't looked at any of their natures yet. Okay, you have a neutral nature. And really bad IVs. Oh my god. Plus speed is nice. Flame body. I don't actually know what Sizzlipede gets other than flame body. Probably like swarm or something. These IVs are also mid, and then it's a defensive. It's a defense swap nature, which is not great. I feel like in most cases I would just want no nature, purely for the fact that I just expect it to screw me over more than benefit me. But it's because you only notice the screw-ups when you're looking for them. A Budu. Having Absorb is really nice. And then Mega Drain and then Giga Drain. He can be Twire. And then one more route. And then we fight our first trainer. What do you have to say? I'm going to catch a whole bunch of Pokemon. A Starly. What does Starly have if not Intimidate? Is it just Keen Eye? Please tell me Staraptor doesn't get Keen Eye and that I'm actually screwed here. And then it switches. Okay, Staraptor always gets Intimidate. It switches from Keen Eye to Intimidate. There's a lot of Intimidators early on that you can get. R A D. He can be Radbird. Beard. Radbeard. Oh. Zal. How are you today? Sludge. Good, just searching for something to watch. Fair. I'll probably only be streaming for like an hour and a half. Just as a heads up. Okay, the first trainer. I have to export my dudes to Showdown real quick, just so I can have them. No problem with me. Nice. The music isn't too loud, is it? I think last stream I had it as like a little bit too loud, at least for some of the louder songs. What Pokemon do you have right now? I have... Here, I'll show my team real quick. This is all 6 of them. Chimchar, Skitty, Sizzlipede, Surskit, Budew, and Starly. I just caught all the Pokemon that you can catch in the first areas, and so now I'm doing the first trainer battle. And I'm over-preparing for it because I have learned my lesson in my previous run. Although I think I can just Mach Punch my way through the majority of it. Yeah, okay. Mach Punch, switch to Starly. Nice. For now, the best strategy is to use a fast sweeper. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like... It doesn't get super hard until like Brawly's gym, but on my... This is only my second attempt at Run&Bun, but on my first attempt, I like overlooked something. I forget exactly what happened. I overlooked something and then I got unlucky at the same time and I lost my starter right before. Not even right before, just pretty early on. So now I'm paranoid. These guys all bugs. They probably all get one shot by Starly. Except for Pineco, obviously, because he is sturdy. Cool. Turn the volume for the music up by like 5 to 10%, I think. I turned it up a little bit just now. Although that was for a little bit of quieter part of this song. Yeah, it's good now. Nice. Yeah, I made a playlist for stream, and my last VOD had one song that got VOD muted, and it didn't even get muted at the right time. It was like a minute into the song is only when it got muted. Which is It was kind of funny. Yeah, okay. For this, I can just use Starly. And then switch to Budu on Psyduck. Starly is still in the lead, right? Yeah. Cool. Unnerved, so I can't eat berries. Doesn't matter. Budu. Absorb. Absorb. Okay. Next one is Swirlix and Spinda. Oh yeah, it's the two metronomes. Incredibly rude of them to put two metronomes so early on. I don't have anybody that's oh, I guess I have Budu. Yeah, Budu has Sludge. I just use Sludge. Sludge. I switch. Well, I probably want to tank the Fake Out first. And then I switch into Chimchar. His Mach Punch does not do as much damage as I would like it to do. But what can you do? Metronome is room, just wait for Hell Room or Malpire. Yeah. I only got to but before the second gym on my first attempt. Kind of because I played a double battle, not the Bridge Twins, but I think it's just the next double battle, really badly. And so I lost 5 out of 6 of my team. Made it further than me. Part of it was dumb luck, and part of it was poring over a spreadsheet for like 10 hours. I caught a Makuhita towards the end of it, and it was holding a black belt, and that was pretty cool. Or was it? It was you. I didn't even use metronome. Okay. Wish? Alright. All of Mach Punch's damage is gonna get healed, so I guess the correct option is just to try and fish for a burn. Oh my... That could have been really bad. I don't know how much damage an Aqua Tail from Spinda does. And there is a 4 level difference, but... Horn Drill. Oh yeah, it's berry juice. Moonlight? Oh my god. This battle is gonna take forever if it just gets healing moves. Double edge? Like the best stab move it could ask for? Okay, man. Um... Steel Roller. Slight misplay on your part. Didn't use any orange berries. That's true. I guess I could have accounted. I, um... I mean, I didn't end up needing them, but... That's not a mindset that I really should be falling into. For sure. I don't actually know how many orange berries you get in this game. It is like a whole lot, but it is so easy to burn through all of them. Or not like all of them, but a lot of them. I know, I forget sometimes as well. Yeah, and then the game capitalizes on it at that exact moment. You forget that orange berries one time, and that's when it's 2 high rolls and a crit to kill. I think is the next battle. Badu just does 2 absorbs. Switches in. Oh yeah, it's the Iron Ball Speed Boost Yenma. I forgot about that guy. I definitely don't want Badu in on it. Badu does mean that it baits out acrobatics instead of Sonic Boom, so whoever switches in is not eating a Sonic Boom, which is nice. I guess I just switch in on the acrobatics. It does up to 12. And I Ember it twice? The next trainer is after the next town. Yeah, I guess I didn't consider that I can just also catch another Pokemon. I think last time I lost my starter not to the Yenma, but the trainer immediately after the Yenma trainer. Oh. I forgot to turn on the repellent. Get out of there. Whoopsie. Oh yeah, you just tell me to go check out the gym. Talk to you. Wally shows up. I think it's kind of funny that he uses a Galarian Zigzagoon. Or he gets given one, at least. Okay. Fishing time. I also know a bit about this, but I don't know, like, everything to expect. You could delay encounter. Is that worth it? I'm not entirely, I was literally just about to say that I'm not entirely versed on, I guess, the meta of what you should be doing at any given moment and what to expect. I know of a couple things down the line. If you delay here, you can get 50-50 between Froakie and Poplio. Well, that'll be helpful in my next attempt. Gastrodon isn't too bad. Didn't they take away Storm Drain from him, though? That's a little bit unfortunate, but... Do you just wait until you have to loop back around here for the gym anyway? Is that when it's Froakie and Poplio? You wait till you get Surf? Oh. I guess that makes sense, because if you're fishing, it's going to be the same encounter table. You're going to be Snurg. I also haven't played Pokemon Emerald in a while. I've played Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire somewhat recently, and so I remember the general flow of the game, but a couple of the finer details I'm prone to forgetting. But that's okay. We'll get there. Not sure if it's before Flannery or after. Sand Force. That will maybe be helpful one time ever, I imagine. Build a Sandstorm team. Did I heal? I think so, yeah. Yeah, cause, okay, that's the Yanmug, dude. You get one more Pokemon. Yay! I didn't turn off the repellent. The amount of time I'm about to waste in the... Oh my goodness. That's a potential Mega Beedrill. That's it. That's what we're talking about. Oh, it ate my orange, or stole my orange berry. So, like, I know that that's really good. I mean, Mega Beedrill is just probably a solid Pokemon to have just because it's a really fast, really strong dude. You get Megas after, is it like the 5th gym? I think. Or at least you get access to some Megas. I figure that you don't just get handed all the Mega Stones at once and they're like trickled throughout the rest of the game. After you get Surf, I think. And I mean, having Beedrill, early isn't super bad either, because we're still in everybody having low base stats all the time. That's a very cool bot. Did you know that you can get cheap viewers on streamboo.com? Did you know that you can get cheap viewers on streamboo.com? It's good early and late. Yeah, that's what I figure. Is that like it falls off and then once you get Mega Beedrill it picks back up again? What do I name him? Oh, I guess her. That's another thing I'm about to waste so much time in this game on, is thinking of names of every individual Pokemon. Does Buck Bumble fit? I think Buck Bumble only fits. Just choose a theme and roll with it. That's the problem. I can't, I'm too stupid. Buck Bumble is funny though. Luna. Got a good answer for Brawly at least. Poison Flying resists fighting. Or Poison Bug, but yeah. That's true. Although, like, half of his Pokemon have, like, Rock Slide or Rock Tomb or something, I think. So I do need somebody to be able to at least switch in on that. I do not care about Fury Attack. Well, I got half of it right, well. I forgot that I just actually genuinely put Megalovania in this playlist. It does also still quad resist fighting, even if it's Poison Bug, so yeah. Okay. Now with my actual lineup, I can plan slightly better against the next guy. Although I don't know how much either of these help, really. Could use Beedrill against Krabby. It still baits out Yenma. I do get to eat its Oranberry though. That's not for anything other than just dunking on the Krabby for no reason, because I can just absorb it twice. Yenma comes out, because neither of these people can switch into acrobatics, and Clobbopus is not a problem at all ever, so doesn't help me for this guy at least. Which means that my best plan is probably still to switch in Chimchar. I switch in on the acrobatics It gets +1 speed. I use Ember, it uses Sonic Boom, it has +2 speed, and now it's faster. Then it uses Sonic Boom again, and then it kills me. Do I have a Pokemon that's faster than it at +2 speed? Oh, you know what? I can Aerial Ace Quick Attack, because you can switch in on the Acrobatics that does up to 13 damage. That puts me at perfect Sonic Boom range and doesn't trigger an Oran Berry. That's a little bit unfortunate. So if I do that, that is only like a 6% chance of happening. But a 6% is higher than 0. And so I should probably have somebody who can... So, okay, wait. You switch in on the Acrobatics. It does 13 damage. You would need to switch out pretty much immediately. And then the Yenma gets ever faster. Oh, Shellos has enough health to tank 2 Sonic Booms. And survive. It can actually tank, if I give it an Oran Berry, it can tank a Sonic Boom, 2 Sonic Booms and an Acrobatics. Because that'll do 50. Unless it gets the high roll on that. The Firebug. He's not really tanky is the problem. Because the way that this is planned out so far is that he leads with Krabby, I lead with Budew. I get 2 absorbs off. It just kills the Krabby, no problem. He'll switch into Yenma. And Yenma will use Acrobatics instead of Sonic Boom. And so the turn I want to switch into Yenma, he'll be using Acrobatics instead. And Acrobatics does good damage to him. And then Sonic Boom, I guess he'd just use Acrobatics again, but that would also just kill him. Even through an Oran Berry in, I guess, the worst case scenario. What did I do last time against this guy? I kind of would like to just be able to switch in somebody on the, I guess if I absorb 1 turn, Krabby uses Stomp. It'll try to use Aqua Jet because it thinks it's gonna die, because Budew outspeeds it. If I switch in Starly at that moment, Aqua Jet does semi-decent damage. It can also do up to 13. If it does 13, that's bad because that puts me immediately in Sonic Boom range. So if I keep Budew in, and then Yenma uses... Keep Budew in to kill Krabby. Switch into Yenma. Yenma uses Acrobatics. I think I just send in Shellos because it's so tanky and its Water Pulse does decent enough damage. I try to Water Pulse it down as much as I can. I switch into Starly, probably on a Sonic Boom. Give it an Oran Berry. I use Quick Attack to finish it off. It switches into Clobbopus, and Starly 1v1's Clobbopus, no problem. Yeah, okay. That should work. Did I give everybody orange berries already? Yeah, I did. But oh, I didn't give Shellos because Shellos was in my PC. Okay. I'm leading with you. Let me just make sure. What Calamity boss is this from? Isn't this just... It's either Desert Scourge or Aquatic Scourge. It's Aquatic Scourge. At some point, I'll have, like, a thing that'll show what song is playing once I figure out how to do that and care enough to put it down there. Normally, I would have at the bottom box there the badges that I've collected, but that only works half the time for some reason. Probably just OBS screwing around. But yeah, this is the Aquatic Scourge. Here we go. Absorb, Stomp, Absorb, or Aqua Jet Absorb. Yanma. Good luck. I will need it. Because if it crits the acrobatics here, I don't know what I'm about to do. Okay. Water Pulse, Sonic Boom, Water Pulse. Water Pulse does have a chance to 2-hit it, which is nice. I didn't get it, but that's okay, because I can switch in Starly on the Sonic Boom. Get the Orange Berry. I have Quick Attack. There's that. Clobbopus comes out. Aerial Ace has a chance to one-shot, I believe. It's like 80 to 100, so it's really unlikely. Orange Berry. It probably uses Bind, yeah. I take a little bit of damage, and then I... Oh, right. Wait one turn, because it's Detect stalling. There we go. Okay. Very nice. Nice. Oh yeah, I think I lost my starter to not this trainer, but the trainer afterwards. Yeah. But I do remember this guy with the 2 Magikarps. The Choice Band Bounce Magikarp and the Focus Sash Hydro Pump Magikarp. And he has Flail. Dude, some of the builds in this game are so funny. And all of them are so evil. I think I just send out Skitty and it can just 1v1 it. Because it has fake out, and then I just spam wake up slap while it's bouncing. Because wake up slap is 3 hit. Fake out can do 7. That leaves it with 23. There's a chance that that doesn't kill, but I can switch out on a turn if it doesn't to somebody with quick attack. You are slower. Yeah, but I do get fake out. So, I do get the damage that first turn for free, and then I get wake up slaps, which I think either allows me to win or puts me just behind winning, which then I can switch into Starly. I can use quick attack. Because I'm going to have to switch out against the other Magikarp regardless, probably. It's Hydro Pump, so I can just switch into Budew. Yeah, because Budew can tank a max power Flail and a Hydro Pump. Especially if it heals up with Absorb. Okay. I'd go for it. You know it. I don't have Skitty on my team at the moment. And I already forgot who I was leading with. It was Skitty, okay. Orin for Skitty, yeah. Just give everybody an Oran Berry for every battle. Unless somebody needs like a Cherry Berry or something. There's a chance that I get absolutely screwed over by Bounce paralyzing me. No need for one on Budew. You're right. Because that will trigger, but it's a waste of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not necessary, but it will end up using it. Here we go. If you lose, you can blame me then. Surely we won't lose this one. Bounce. Bounce, wake up slap. Bounce. Bounce again. There's the Oran Berry. There's wake up slap. It did not kill. Let me just make sure that another bounce is not gonna kill. Just to double check. Does up to 12 damage. Okay, we're fine. There we go. There's this one. Crit maybe kills. It didn't that time. There's the Hydro Pump. A critical Hydro Pump. Youch. And then it missed. Now he uses Flail. Does good damage. Alright, cool. Actually, I shouldn't walk out because I need to probably change my team. +1 Orin, let's go. 1 Oran Berry saved. Add it to the tally. This is a team of all Q-Charm and all Attract. I keep thinking in my head, oh, Skiddy's Wake Up Slap, it'll be good against the normal type. But it has Normalize, so it's a normal type move, actually. You have an Oranberry. Could send out Beedrill and just Bug Bite it twice. Give Beedrill a Cherry Berry because it'll probably try to Thunder Wave it since it's faster. Or since Beedrill is faster. It'll send out Fanpea then, I think. Or I guess both of them are slower and both of them die quicker, so it'll just send out Jigglypuff, actually. Can Beedrill just stay in that case? I could Bug Bite it again to eat its berry. It'll probably either Thunder Wave or Attract. I don't know fully what makes it pick which one. I think it wants to Thunder Wave because I'm faster? But either way, it's just RNG deciding whether or not I'm actually able to act. And then I can just switch in the Budew on anything Fanpea does and then spam Absorb. Switch in Surskit if things go wrong and spam Bubble Beam. Or Shellos. Okay. I'll just have you guys in case of emergency. I probably won't need Sizzlipede for the majority of fights. I have Shellos. Oh, I don't have Cherry Berries yet, that's right. I have Pecha Berries, Pecha Berries, Pekka Berries? I always call them Pekka Berries. Maybe you get some before the fight? I feel like you probably do. I think there's one tree that's like right there. I think this is supposed to be like, here's cherry berries and then here's a use case for them. Remember that berries exist and don't be bad. They're right there. Oh yeah, because these are cherry berries. Yes, sir. This is like the tutorial level still? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I can give you a cherry berry. And double check that I do want to be leading with Beedrill. Yeah, because it two-shots Mincino and eats its Oranberry. We must have been fated to meet. May I ask you for a battle? This is not an ask, it's a demand. Nice. Burst Oran is useless for you because you're faster. Yeah, but it does prevent it from eating it. So I guess probably if I two-shot it, the second Oranberry I'll eat will also be useless for me. I'll eat the one. It'll use Thunder Wave. And then also Cute Charm activates. I kind of forgot that that was a thing that I have to look out for. I was gonna switch into you, because you just use Sludge. Tank the round. Sludge. Doesn't kill. Maybe poison? Let's go. Does actually kill. Does get Thunder Waved, and I give it an Oran Berry. But that doesn't really matter, because I just am probably going to switch to Shellos on the Fan Bee. And it used Attract. Okay. That's a little bit annoying. Stomp. A crit. That's cool. That's nice. You love to see it. Eat the Oran Berry. Fail to... Oh no, I do use the move. Okay. You eat your Oran Berry. You Stomp. Some male on male over here. Yeah, dude. The ROM hack is all inclusive. Alright, cool. Easy peasy. And then if I remember correctly, the next fight is the Team Aqua guarding Petalburg. That increases my level cap. Yeah, boss time. I don't know why I'm running from the PC. I probably need to actually use it. My brain always is like, oh, just stop right before the fight, as if I don't actually need to swap out my entire team every other fight. Carvanha. Carvanha gets absolutely destroyed. Beedrill is faster and one-shots it with Bug Bite. It sends in Krogunk. Krogunk fake outs the first turn. That's a speed tie. You'll need to switch, I think, yeah, out of Beedrill. I'll Beedrill tank the fake out and then switch, because it'll probably... I guess I could switch somebody else in on the fake out. I was like, oh, because they do little damage, but that's because Beedrill, like, resists both of them. And I wouldn't want to switch somebody in on the Rock Smash or the Poison Sting at risk of getting poisoned or guaranteed lowering my defense. So I do switch out on the fake out turn. Starly is a speed die. And it has a Salak Berry, which, if I remember correctly, that's the one that raises your speed. And since Aerolace doesn't one-shot, it'll get that, become faster, and it'll get a Belch. And I would like to prevent it from getting Belch. Yeah. This Belch absolutely destroys me. Oh, I guess I can... Because it's not going to belch the turn I use Aerial Ace, and then I can just use Quick Attack. I forgot that I had that. Just Bug Bite with B. Wait, you're also right. I didn't even think about that. Because that gets rid of the berry, but it doesn't eat it. So I just tank the fake out, steal its berry real quick, switch into Starly, and Starly destroys it. Then it switches in Execute, and Beedrill will be damaged, but he won't be, like, murdered. I'll just give him an Oran Berry, switch him in on the Execute, because it will... Actually, will it use Confusion? It's slower than Starly, and Starly will have, like, all of its health. So it's going to use Stun Spore Leech Seed, probably. I guess if Starly is faster, I can just keep it in for 1 or 2 Aerial Aces, then switch in Beedrill if I need it. Or, actually, I could switch in Sizzlipede, who is faster and also has Bug Bite. And tanks 2 Confusions guaranteed. So, Beedrill one-shots Carvana. Croagunk comes in, Croagunk does Fake Out, Bug Bite, Rock Smash, or Poison Sting. And could beat Carvana, then switch to Firebug on Fake Out. He doesn't do enough damage is the problem, because he'll either Poison, like Rock Smash will get stronger every time, because it'll lower my defense, and Poison Sting has a chance to do solid damage to me. So I think because Sizzlipede is just kind of bad. I mean, I do get the chance of proccing Flame Body, but actually, if I switch in Budew on Execute, if it's using Stun Spore or Leech Seed on... Who is Croagunk fighting in this hypothetical? Starly. If I switch in Budew, if it uses Stun Spore or Leech Seed, they'll both fail because it's Grass type. If it uses Confusion, it does up to 20 damage, but as long as I give it an Oran Berry, it can tank 3 Confusions. And it can 2-shot it in return, and it's faster. Does it always 2-shot with its Oran Berry, though? 47. It has a chance to not 2-shot it, which is a little bit difficult. But that's if it uses Confusion on the switch-in. At the very least, I can get 1 Sludge off. If it uses Confusion on the switch-in, Budew switches out that turn also. I guess just switches out to Sizzlipede, and then Sizzlipede return bug bites it. But it might not even be necessary if Badu can just two-shot it with Sledge. Okay, so Beedrill, Starly, Badu, Sizzlipede. I'll have Shellos and Skitty in the back because Skitty has Fake Out. It's just as like an emergency, and Shellos has a lot of health. Nobody needs a Cherry Berry theoretically, so I will just give everybody Oran Berries. Don't need you. Don't need you. I think on my first attempt where I caught Weedle this time, I caught Scatterbug. And so I had a Vivillon for a while, and since Spupa gets Protect, that was pretty helpful into some double battles. I think I'm gonna miss that, but Beedrill is what you hope for. Okay. Boss time. Team Aqua Grunt. Bug Bite. Oh yeah, I would use Aqua Jet, wouldn't it? Ouch. Do you have an Oran Berry that I'm eating? Okay. Oh, and it has Rough Skin. Tank the Fake Out. Eat the Salak Berry. Poison Sting. Oran Berry. And now I switch to you on the Rock Smash. Ouch. Rock Smash. I suppose that was unnecessary risk if that crit there. But we know that that kills. Execute. Execute probably is going for confusion because I think it kills Starly. Or it goes for Bullet Seed. Sure. I guess they both probably killed Starly. And so it just randomly picked. Okay, a 5-hit Bullet Seed. Alright, man. Sludge. Got poisoned. Nice. I don't think it's necessary at all, but maybe with the Oran Berry it is. Maybe it's on like the verge of being necessary. Sludge again. You're on. There we go. What's your name, kid? Alright, boss down. Boss defeated. Now I can level up all my dudes. Yeah. I don't know why I'm opening the box first, as if I don't have to level up all my dudes in my party first. And catch 2 new mons, or is it 3? Well, you take the ship to Dewford. Is that one Dewford Town? It's whatever the town is. And then there's there's the one in Dewford, there's the one in the route above Dewford, and I think on the right of Dewford there's another, like a little bit of a route that you can catch a Pokemon there by fishing. Or you can save it for later. I don't know what the benefit of saving it for later is. I guess I should look at that. When can you go to the next town? It's just immediately, I think, because you just go in that little hut on the one route, and the dude in there sails you over to Dewford. Am I ever really gonna use String Shot? So 4 Mons then? No, it's still 3, because it's Dewford, the one above Dewford, and then the one to the right of Dewford. You do immediately get... You don't get to Slateport yet, because you have to fight 2 people to enter Granite Cave, I believe. You get Steven out of there. You can catch a Pokemon in Granite Cave, and then you go to Slateport after that. So it's 3 in Dewford. Now, sure you can delay that? You might be able to. I don't know, however many it is, it's at least 3. I don't think that String Shot is ever really going to be super helpful on Beedrill. I mean, I guess I don't really think Poison Sting is going to be all that helpful either. Go, 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 Mr. Bucket. Yes, sir. Pin Missile. Why would they make Twin Needle so bad? Like, why would they make Twin Needle and then just make Pin Missile Twin Needle, but it can hit 2 to 5 times instead of always 2? I forgot Shellos gets Hidden Power by leveling up. And Ice-type Hidden Power is potentially incredibly helpful, actually. Because I know Gastrodon learns... I mean, you can teach it Ice Beam through TM, but I don't think it gets any Ice moves by leveling up. I'm not going to use Smoke Screen because I don't really want to rely on accuracy in any of my strategies. Goog Snurg. Okay, now it has Intimidate. That's cool. I don't need Tackle, and Endeavor might be really funny in one scenario. Charm is actually pretty helpful. I'll keep Sing, just on the off chance that I need it. Last run I had a Gossifleur, and that gets Sing really early. And it used it like 4 times in total, and they all hit. So that's pretty cool. And then I got Sleep Powder on Vivillon, so I didn't rely on Sing ever again. Flame Wheel. I should have actually... I mean, I can't imagine... No, his nature is like minus special defense plus defense. I was gonna say I should have checked to see if his special attack was higher or not, but also I feel like at this level Flame Wheel is just gonna do more damage like all the time. Just get lucky. Exactly. You have more IVs in special attack than I think attack? I think I do. But I think Flame Wheel is still, on average, more damage. but I guess I should have checked. Yeah, I do. A 1 point difference in attack and special attack right now. Massive. Um. Okay. Yeah, because now I go here. I talk to him. He's playing with his Wingle Pico. Yes, take me to Dewford. Let's get some new friends. Oh boy! Dude, imagine having to wait for that whole entire trip every time you go without a speed up. Because, okay, over here... Yeah, over here is Route 107. This is Dewford Town. And then up here is, like, Route 106. And then immediately there's that fight. And then there's another fight. There's a hiker blocking... There's the hiker with the gluttony, belly drum, headbutt, munchlax. I remember him. Because he was a pain in the ass. I will... Actually, let me check the encounter tables in Dewford, because I think last time I checked, like, whether or not I should use the grass or the water, and I was like, I think I want the grass Pokemon better here. Talk to old guy to see if you can go to next town. I think I have to talk to Steven first, because I think he just says, yeah, you go on and deliver the letter. And I have to go give that to Steven. And then he allows me to, he takes me exclusively to Slateport after that. And then once I go there, I deliver the Devon parts, and then I go back to Dewford and I do the gym. I wouldn't blame you for not remembering exactly specifically how it goes. I feel like I'm having trouble remembering, and I literally just played through all of it, so... I saw somebody skip Cave Encounter to get a static Pokemon to get Toga. Maybe there's a way? I have no idea. I will... you know what? Something I didn't realize last time is that... Or I didn't think about, is when I got to the cave, I kind of forgot that there's several different floors with, different, like, Pokemon to catch, and so all I did was try and catch a Pokemon on the first floor. I did get Togedemaru, though, so that's pretty nice. Probably the best one I could have asked for in that pool for that team. But there is the two other floors. Oh, and there's Steven's room. That is actually kind of an interesting lineup. Go to BF1 though, because Tojin is higher chance. Yeah. Yeah, and Togedemaru is really good. I did figure that out last time. Having as like good type combination, access to stuff like Fake Out, Iron Barb, Spiky Shield, Nuzzle was all really helpful. Yeah, last time in Dewford Town, I went in the grass, and I caught a Thai Rogue, and that turned into Hitmonchan. And that's kind of nice because that was after I lost my Chimchar, and so I didn't actually have a proper fighting type. But now this time I do have a proper fighting type. And so I think I want to fish, maybe. Because I could get Carvana, and having a dark type is really good. I got a Farfetch'd and then lost to Munchlax. Dude, that Munchlax is insane, actually. Like, the whole team is crazy. I only won because I had somebody who could one-shot the Dwebble with the sticky web setup. And what was the next Pokemon? Sandygast, I think, with Bulldoze. And I had somebody who could, like, switch in and deal with that. It's crazy. Why fish? Because you get almost the same encounter as Route 107? You're so right. And surfing in Route 107 later on doesn't seem to net me that great of results. Because they're all just the same Pokemon but evolved. I have a chance of getting a Makuhita, or a Meditite, or a Stuffle. Stuffle is probably actually, like Beware is probably actually really, really nice. 106, 107 is the same as fishing in Dewford. True. 107 does give me a higher chance for Carvana. And like I said, having a dark type I think is pretty helpful. 106 is just Sfeel, Choodle, Shelder, Staryu, but those are all helpful because Walrein is tanky, Dreadnought is good, Cloyster is also tanky, and Starmie is fast and decently strong. It gets a good move pool, I think. Okay. Grass and Dewford Town. And then I fish everywhere else. Who is in my party at the moment? There we go. It's a Meditite. Oh, I should have checked if I could buy... I probably can't buy Great Balls yet, but you can buy them before you do the first gym, I do remember. I don't know if it's bad or not. I feel like having access to... Because Meditite gets pure power. I don't know when you would get Mega Medicham and if that would ever be helpful. There might be like a niche case for it eventually. But currently I don't have a Psychic type, and so having a Psychic type for Brawly is pretty helpful. That's also not weak to Dark. Well, you still have to catch it. Yeah. I will throw one Pokeball and see how that works. It does have Confusion, which does absolutely 0 damage. Okay. Alright, how many Pokeballs do I actually have? So I don't accidentally waste them all. 12. Confusion. Use Wrap, because there's no way that that does substantial damage at all. And it got burned from Flame Body, because it Rock Smashed me. I hope I can catch it before it dies. Thank you. Alright, cool. Now I gotta name it. I want to name it Morphe. So I will name it Morphe. Morphe the Meditite. Why am I going into here? To heal. Actually, it's to heal my Pokemon, just to make sure. I will fish in Route 106, 107, and then I'll look at them all. Actually, I will buy Pokeballs first. No, there isn't a Pokemart here. That's right. There's not. I remember that. I should not be wasting Pokeballs because there is not a Pokemart here. And you can't leave until you deliver the letter. So. A Remoraid. I think that's what I got last time. And I was like, oh, this is never going to be helpful. And then it was helpful because Remoraid gets Psybeam. It was like helpful one time. Surely this doesn't absolutely destroy it. It does a decent amount. Oh, and they buffed Octazooka. So when it did turn into Octillery, if you get far, it's good because Dupe Claws, that's also true. But they buffed Octazooka to have 100% accuracy, which is very nice. Can you get caught? Thank you. Last time I just named him Denver, so this one can be Colorado. I'll heal. Is my repellent activated? Okay, it's deactivated. I just didn't want to leave it. Just for when I actually enter Granite Cave. Pokeball check. I have 8 or 9. A Spheal. I feel like a Spheal and a Remoraid are like the last things I wanted out of these 2 routes, but I can't complain too much. Hello, Just Lewis. How's it going? Alright, now I just have to catch it before it dies. Cool. Good, how about you? I'm doing pretty alright. I feel like I'm getting sick, but it's like in the early stages where it's not like super debilitating. And I don't know if it's gonna escalate or just stay that way until it's gone. So good for now. We'll see how that goes. Bulb. Okay. Now, let me level them all up. Look at them a little bit closer. Do you have experience in Run&Bun? I'm doing a soul link with a friend in this game and we're right before the first gym. This is my second attempt. My first attempt, I lost shortly before the second gym. I didn't get to it. I actually didn't lose. I realized that I couldn't win against the second gym because I screwed up against a double battle before it. But that is the extent of my experience. I know a bit about this ROM hack here and there. And I've done challenging Nuzlocks before, but honestly, most of the challenge Nuzlocke that I've played are randomizers. And so having something so thoroughly documented like this, where instead of planning around like an expected outcome, it's like an exact outcome, is pretty different. Why get Endure? It's because I wasn't paying attention. Why get Endure when it has Detect? Yeah, because I wasn't paying attention. I feel like I never ever want to use Bide though. I feel like that's like a bait that's gonna destroy me. I feel like that's also kind of true for Ice Ball and Rollout. But what else does he have going for him? Charm. I do have one charm user already in the form of Skitty. But it would be nice for a relatively tanky Pokemon to have charm. Do I need Powder Snow or Water Gun? I mean, they're both good. Well, I mean, good for their level at least. We got destroyed on our first and second attempt, and we weren't able to both beat the first gym. That's fair. The first gym was incredibly difficult for me. I went in expecting one Pokemon to die and went out with 3 dead. I can only imagine how difficult doing that as a Soul Link Nuzlocke would be. But, good luck on that attempt, on that next attempt there. Brine. Psybeam, Aurora Beam. Cool. Now let me export them to Showdown. And we'll see what that fisherman is all about, because I don't fully remember. Check IVs. Yeah, I'll do it in the in this. Meditite has mediocre IVs. Feels IVs are actually decently solid. And Remoraids are awful except for his speed. But I mean, if you have one IV that's remotely good, speed is definitely not the worst one to have. Oh yeah, this guy is an Aracuda. Yeah, it has a Flying Gem Laser Focus Aracuda with Peck. That's right. It's like designated one big crit. I have relatively safe line planned, but he goes in the fights kind of winging it. I'm worried he might cost us the run again. I can't force him to calc, though. I can understand your concern, and also I can understand just wanting to wing it. There's so many times when I'm playing this game, and I'm like, surely I'll be fine. I don't have to plan everything exactly. And I'll go into it, and like 50% of the time, it'll work out. and then the other 50% of the time it goes catastrophically wrong. But poring over the calculator for good lord, like Lord knows how many hours is definitely not for everyone. Let's see. Roselia. Two shots star you. It like full heals the first Aurora Beam, pretty much. And then the second one, it kills, it switches in. Well, it doesn't want to switch in Lombre, because Lombre gets one shot and it's faster. And Aracuda, actually, Roselia sweeps this whole damn thing. Roselia is really fast. Oh, it's a Jolly Roselia. I didn't even think about that. That's true. What are the other ones' natures? Plus special defense minus attack. Wonderful. Love that. Timid Spheal. That's a decent, I guess. I don't know who Walrein is really going to be outspeeding, but holy Spheal. Yeah, his IVs are pretty damn good though. Remoraid is quirky, so he has no nature. But yeah, Roselia actually just sweeps this entire trainer. Cool. I'll bring Staravia with quick attack just in case. I have to go now, but I'll be coming back. I appreciate it. I probably won't be streaming for that much longer, but thank you for the follow. So if you are going now and coming back at some point, you probably won't end up missing a whole lot. Alright, Roselia. You should also update me on your Soul Link Nuzlocke once you actually do the first gym the next time you come back. So I'm interested to hear how that'll go. Why is Sizzlebead's sprite so high up compared to everyone else? He's like flying. I'm going to give it an Oranberry just on the off chance, because it's not guaranteed to one-shot the Lombre. And I don't want like a crit Aurora Beam from the Star U to screw me over or anything. Potentially unnecessary Oranberry, but that's okay. Absorb, Aurora Beam, absorb. So, oh, Side Beam. Oh, did the Aurora Beam and Side Beam do like the same damage? I just expected it to use Aurora Beam, but I guess Side Beam makes more sense. Lombre, Sludge. One shots. Cool. Aracuda. Aqua Jet. Absorb. gone. Alright, didn't even end up wasting the Oranberry. Now, I believe, next up is the Munchlax. Or it's one fight before him. Nope, it's the Munchlax. Yeah, now for the Nightmare. I forgot he also has an Intimidate Leftovers Mile. That's right. Okay, can I one-shot Dwebble so I don't have to deal with Sticky Web? Last time, I believe... Yeah, I did it. I also had a Surskit last time, and I did it with just with Bubble Beam, because that's faster. That one-shots it. Surskit is faster than everybody. It won't send in Sandygast because it thinks it's gonna lose. But it will send in Mile next, I believe. Because it thinks it's gonna win that. It's gonna use Covet. I can switch in Monferno on the Covet. I can Flame Wheel 2 times. That'll kill it. I don't know if I want to use Monferno, all of Monferno's health on Mile, though, because that low sweep is going to be incredibly helpful against that. Actually, that low sweep is just, and Mach Punch is just going to kill the Munchlax after the Belly Drum. So I'll just low sweep the Turnip Belly Drums. So I definitely want to keep Monferno. Or not low sweep the Turnip Belly Drums, because he won't be there. So I want somebody else to deal with the Mile. Preferably. Actually, how much damage do you do? You do 50%? I guess if I'm switching in on the Belly Drum, the only thing I need to guarantee is that I have a that I'm faster than Munchlax, which is not difficult, and then I have a fighting type move that does over 50%. And so Monferno being low doesn't actually matter because he's not switching in on an attack, he's switching in on Belly Drum. And then I Mach Punch him, or low sweep him. So that'll be fine, I think. If it Belly Drums, don't you need to account for +1 speed? You're right. It's not going to outspeed Monferno, but it might... No, it doesn't outspeed Meditite. Oh wait, no, that's the Sandygast, my bad. But it has less speed than Sandygast. There's like so much setup for it. There's the Sticky Web and the Bulldoze, because Munchlax has 5 base speed. But you're right, I forgot that the whole part of the whole gimmick is that it's Gluttony Select Berry. I can switch Roselia in on the Sandygast and pretty much deal with it verbatim. So Surskit deals with the Dwebble. I switch, so like Surskit one-shots Dwebble. Mile comes in. I guess I can fire off a single Bubble Beam. Just so Monferno doesn't have to tank as much, just in case. Because it'll Covet. I'll switch in Monferno on another Covet. I'll hit Flame Wheel. Flame Wheel will guarantee kill it after a Bubble Beam. It will switch in Sandygast. Sandygast will die to Roselia. Because I'll switch that in. It'll switch in Munchlax. It'll Belly Drum. I'll switch back into Monferno. And Monferno will kill it. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. Of course, I say that now, but something is going to go catastrophically wrong for no reason. It's just going to go, like, so wrong in a way that I can't even comprehend yet. Crit Belly Drum? Yeah. Crit Belly Drum where it gets to also attack that turn. Just murder a man. I don't really need to be giving anybody an Oran Berry, besides maybe Monferno. But everybody who has it needs it. Okay. Alright. What if their rod hooks a big one while they're in the washroom? What is bro yapping about? Bubble Beam. Guaranteed one shot. In comes Mile. I'll get another Bubble Beam. A crit Bubble Beam. That's nice. I don't think another Bubble Beam is guaranteed to kill, so I think it's actually a pointless Bubble Beam. Or a pointless crit, but I can respect it. Flame Wheel. Sandygast into Roselia. Bulldoze, Absorb. Bulldoze, Absorb. Munchlax. I switch in Monferno. It belly drums. And I'm faster. I low sweep. It's a crit. Also another crit that didn't end up mattering, but I appreciate the moxie. Easy peasy. GG. And now we can catch another Pokemon, and I have to pick which floor is the best. Although I think it's just the first floor, because that one was the highest with Togedemaru. No, it's the second floor. It's B1F, not 1F. Yeah. Cool. There's not a trainer immediately waiting for me in this cave, is there? No. There isn't. Yeah, because the next trainer is in Slateport. Or whatever the next town is. I think it's Slateport. Okay. Make sure that it's active for floor 1. Found one escape rope. Okay, this is floor B. I remember there's Rock Blast right here. And now, Togedemaru. Let's see Togedemaru. That's a Q fan. I could delay. I could, but I'm greedy. And it didn't exactly pay off. I actually don't know how helpful a Q-Fan would be. I won't say immediately that it's useless, because a Steel type is decent. Mono Steel is like a pretty good switch in. And it gets, I think it gets Body Press by leveling up. Which is still pretty helpful. Although it's not really going to be helpful at all for Brawly. Tackle. Ouch. Q-Fant was caught. It feels like a Larry, and I don't know exactly why, but he's now Larry. I'll go deeper in the cave because there's nobody here anyway, and then I'll go back out. Never melt ice. And here's Steven's room. My name is Steven. Thank you. Why not just jump down? Because I forgot to do that. I may be stupid. I was mindlessly walking along. But now, we can see what Qfant offers. I forget what ability Qfant gets. Or abilities. It's probably like... I hope one of them isn't... So far so good, 0 deaths. True. Something tells me that that's gonna change once I walk into Brawly's gym, but... It won't be too bad. Oh, it gets sheer force. Oh, that's so good. That's really good for Bulldoze and Rock Smash. I mean, it does... Steel is good for the 2 Aqua Grunts as well. I don't fully remember what they have. But I do remember that they exist. They have poison types. Oh yeah, one of them has a Skrelp, don't they? I think I remember because one of them has a Skrelp and a Tortuga, I think. And that gave me a lot of trouble last time. Okay, what am I doing now? I'm going to Slateport and I'm catching one more Pokemon there. Off to Slateport. Dude, the first time I went in this route, I got jump scared by all the trainers because so many of them are underneath the umbrellas where you can't see them. And so, like, I wasn't thinking. I was, like, unprepared for half of them. Corphish. Corphish is another dark type in the future. That's kind of nice. A dark type with protect. Does he get protect upon leveling up? I actually didn't know that. That's very cool. Now I gotta think of a name. I know I literally just named the last Pokemon just a regular ass name, but I am also really feeling a regular ass name for him. He can be Walter. Walter. Okay, now I go back. level you up. And we also see what ability you have, which I'll see actually after I level him up. I keep wanting to move to the, out of the key items for rare candies. Oh, and he gets knockoff. I forgot. I forgot he gets it so early. Is there any situation in which I would ever need false swipe? I mean, like, there's catching Pokemon, of course. But I feel like, in general, I should be able to do that relatively fine without false swipe. But I guess is there a situation in which Corphish specifically needs Leer? If it gets another move, you can always replace it. I guess I'll keep it for right now. Oh, accidentally hit the rewind button, but rewinding is not enabled. Thank you, MGBA. It's Hypercutter. I think its two abilities are Hypercutter and Shell Armor. Hypercutter is kind of nice because that prevents Intimidate and IVs. I mean, max HP is good. Having good attack is nice. That is some really bad speed and some really bad defense, especially with a minus defense nature. Special attack doesn't matter. I guess it matters early because his best water type move is Bubble Beam. And special defense is halfway. Not horrible, but not outstanding either. And now we plan for the next trainer. And Larry Ivy. I'll just export him because I would need to export them all anyway. He has some pretty terrible IVs outside of defense and speed. I mean, defense is good. Good to have on a steel type. That is some terrible everything else, though. "19 special, yeah. Bro's putting all of his effort in the wrong thing. Wow, Elekid has 95 base speed? Damn. Bro is fast. I guess for this next fight, I can just use Q-Fant. I can Rock Throw on the Smoochum. Or would it be better to have Monferno out? Monferno, Flame Wheels. It probably just sends in Elekid, because Elekid is faster. I low sweep, and then I low sweep again. And then I low sweep Magby twice. Yeah, okay. Monferno just sweeps that. I put him in the box, right? Oh, no, I did not. Okay. Alright. First trainer. Die. Shockwave. Does damage. Oh, it does a quick attack. And then I get a crit low sweep on the last one. Very cool. It's kind of annoying that I have to sail back every time to access a Pokemon Center. But what you gonna do? Next trainer. Does Q-Fant get one shot? No, it can rock throw. Although that only has a 50% chance to one-hit KO, that's crazy. I mean, it can tank 2 flame charges as long as neither of them are crits. If one of them is a crit, it kills even through Oranberry, so there's not really a point in that. It would be really cool, though, if I didn't have to risk anything like that. And I can accomplish that with Shellos. Who just water pulses twice. Very cool. Switches in Herdier. I switch out into Monferno on the headbutt. I low sweep and I low sweep again. Yeah, okay. Shellos, Monferno. Is Shellos in my party already? No. And away we go. There's sirens right outside. I don't know if that went through my microphone, but it probably did a little bit. I actually have a better microphone than the one I'm using currently, but the audio interface that I have to plug it into runs out of battery faster than it can charge. So just at a random point, it'll, like, it won't die, it'll just make like a terrible electrical sound. And I won't be able to tell because it won't be on my end, it'll only be through the output. And it's only like, it only takes like 2 to 3 hours. So I don't want to use it for streaming just to not randomly destroy anybody's ears. Cool. Alright, next trainer. Wingle, Buizel, Palpitoad. Wingle loses to Q-Fant. Oh, that's right. It's setting up Rain Dance for Oh, hey man. Welcome back. The last run that you were here for ended, so we're on attempt number 2. Do I have something that one-shots Wingle before he actually sets up the rain dance? Probably not. And he's so fast. Gotta love it, yeah. I was getting close to the second gym. Yeah, I think I just have to eat the rain dance. And I have to deal with Swift Swim Buizel in rain. I'll probably lead with Corefish because his knockoff has a chance at one-shotting him. Oh, right, and it has Pursuit. I have to remember that that's a thing. Although it kind of looks like I can just switch in Roselia and kill it. And Roselia, yeah, probably one-shots. So I think I can lead Corefish, knock off, potentially knock off again. Switch into Buizel. Depending on my health, I'll either go for a knockoff or I'll switch into Roselia. And I'll just absorb twice to heal back the damage that it's currently doing. If I switch, hold on, if I switch Corefish out, and I switch Roselia in, it does 20 damage, I have 28 health. I use Absorb the next turn. I get brought down to 8 health, I eat the Oran Berry, I'm up to 18. I use Absorb, that puts me above 20 again, okay. I can Absorb the first turn, Sludge the second. No, because you're Swift Swim, so I also have to save you from one hit of that. Or have a good switch in on Pulpitoad. Because Roselia is going to end up taking a lot of damage. Huh. It's going to use Mud Shot on whoever switches in. And Staravia doesn't do enough damage for it to... It does have Endeavor and Quick Attack, and Quick Attack does do good damage. So I could switch in on the Mud Shot. If I tank a full Bubble Beam in the rain, using Endeavor will do more damage than Aerial Ace, I think. Because that'll leave me with 21, so it'll effectively have dealt 28 damage. And Aerial Ace only does up to 24. And Quick Attack does not kill in that range. Okay. Cool. And nobody else can really deal with Weasel, so I can't afford to not use Roselia against it. Which means I probably do have to end up switching Roselia out against the Pulpitoad into somebody. So somebody is switching in on the Mudshot. Mudshot, Bubble Beam, Aerial Ace, and then I have to switch somebody in on the Bubble Beam. I could switch in Shellos, and Shellos' Water Pulse could do fine. Yeah, that works. So I want to lead with Corphish. I'm going to give everybody Oran Berries just in case. Yeah. Roselia needs an Oran Berry, I believe. Giving you an Oran Berry is useless, actually, because you're gonna tank over half your health in one turn and then switch out. So that would just be a waste. Away we go. Okay. Sailor Edmund. Knockoff. And it doesn't even use Rain Dance. Doesn't even use Rain Dance. Okay. Didn't expect that. Shockwave does up to 24 damage. So I guess... Okay, there's the Rain Dance. Weasel. Switch in Roselia. Tank the Sonic Boom. Take another Sonic Boom. Take another Sonic Boom. There we go. Pulpitoad. I do have 21 health. Does Roselia tank 21 damage from anything, actually? No, it doesn't. Not even from a crit? Okay, and it just one-shots in return. It didn't need the crit, but may have overplanned a little bit. I think I will probably end up getting to Sleepport and then calling it for the day. Once I get through this, like, mini gauntlet of trainers. Just as a heads up. Because I think there's 3 more? Yeah. Yeah, then there's the fisherman with all the bugs. With all the, like, choice banded bugs. And Staravia sweeps all of them. No problem. There we go. Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace, Aerial Ace, Aerial Ace. Cool. Next trainer. Fake Out, Silk Scarf, A-Palm. It could hit me with Fake Out. I low sweep the next turn and then I Mach Punch, and then it's gone. With Monferno. It would probably switch in. As Monferno took a lot of damage, it probably switches in Nidorino because they're both slower. Would it? It might switch in Luxio, actually. Either way, I'm hard switching into somebody else. It would be using Spark. By switching to Q-Fant, if I use one Bulldoze... Oh, Bulldoze isn't going to speed drop because it's Sheer Force, that's right. I switch into Roselia. Roselia 1v1s it. Switches in Nidorino. It uses Poison Tail or Sand Attack. Either way, I switch in Q-Fant and I Bulldoze it twice. It has a chance to 2-hit KO. It's really low. But I'll give it an Oranberry just also in case it gets crit. So I need Monferno, Roselia, and Q-Fant. And Q-Fant needs an Oranberry. Do I have all of those but one in my party currently? Yes. Okay. It is this kid, right? It's Tuber Ricky. Yeah. Okay. Low sweep. Oh, I got fake outed. Low sweep. Sand attack. Doesn't matter. Okay, it does send in Nidorino. Oh, that means that Nidorino could be using double kick on me. I need to make sure that that's not the most damaging move. So I don't switch Q-Fant in on that. It is not. Poison Tail is the most damaging move. So in comes Q-Fant. Poison Tail doesn't affect it. It gets sand attacked. Bulldoze. Black Sludge, double kick, Bulldoze, Oranberry didn't even trigger. In comes Luxio. Roselia, Sludge. Sludge again. Cool. Okay, next fight. I don't know why I left the Pokemon Center. I probably need to switch at least one person. Mienfoo. Mienfoo likely gets one shot. If not, it gets 2 shot. Nidorina. switches in probably because it has... Actually, no. I guess it would depend on if it gets a Rock Tomb out or not. But either way, it's switching into a Pokemon that is intending to use an electric type move. Oh, I don't want to switch in Corphish. I could just switch in Qfant and spam Bulldoze on either one of them. Whoever does end up switching in. I'll give it a Cherry Berry just on the off chance that it gets paralyzed by Thunder Wave. But I do need another person who's capable of killing. Okay, because if Qfant is in and it's Night Arena, it's sending out Water Pulse. If it's Flaffy, it's sending out Shockwave. Water Pulse and Shockwave. I mean, both of those are resisted by Grass. Roselia wins against Flaffy. Doesn't exactly win against Night Arena. But they do trade blows back and forth, and I can probably switch somebody in on the Venoshock. I guess ideally Meditite. Meditite uses Confusion. And... yeah, okay. So, Qfant, Staravia, Meditite, Roselia. Monferno for a fast Mach Punch just in case. And Beedrill because I think he switches into most of them just fine. I'll give Roselia an Oranberry just so it can do good damage against Night Arena in case it needs it. You need a Cherry Berry because you might get Thunder Waved. Actually, I will give Meditite an Oranberry just in case. We will potentially waste an Oranberry. Okay. Here we go. Bienfu, its attack isn't lowered. I get the one shot. Very cool. In comes Flaffy. Flaffy is intending to shockwave, which one-shots me, I believe. Yeah. So I can't stay in for an extra aerial ace. Switch you in. Get a bulldoze off. Thunderwave. Eat the Jerry Berry. Bulldoze again. Night Arena. It's gonna Water Pulse. Switch you in. Sludge. 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 It's gonna Venom Shock. Switch you in. I hit you with Confusion. And there we go. And that is the end of this little gauntlet until Slateport. And that is where I'm going to call it. So, thank you all for watching and being here. I appreciate it. I am going to take a short nap before I have to go do things. Thank you. Have fun with the rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for all of you. And I will see you all next time. I will probably end up streaming. I don't want to say tomorrow for sure. It's like a 50-50. I probably will for sure stream what's Monday evening, Tuesday morning for me, but that like 11 p.m. MST on Monday. So, thank you all.